6 point lead on top of the Premier League. Expected at least nine yesterday, but Liverpool's asses fell out, so can't do nothing there. Supposed champions, yeah. 39 points, haven't even hit the 40 point mark yet, and we have 13 games remaining in the season. But anyways, let's forget that. Arsenal 3, Sunderland nil. Was a good performance. Looked a little fidgety at the start. We started out well the first 5 minutes, and then Sunderland got into the game. When I say got into the game, they just got physical. Saliba lost a couple of his aerial battles at the start of the game, which didn't. He was a little shaky, and then he woke up after a couple mistakes. And after the first 15-20 minutes, it was the same thing where we started passing the ball, but unexpectedly they had more ball than I expected them to have, like in terms of possession, because we like to keep the possession at home, and we're just waiting for that first goal, right, to kind of expand the game and open the game up. And that first goal was a fucking banger, dude. Tech level fucking 10,000 in terms of Zubamendi. Oh my god, what a goal! If you look at that goal, any goal that hits the post and goes in is just beautiful. And it was all the way on the ground, just perfect. Rice was close, I think 10 minutes before that. And Kai Havertz was close, similar, 5 minutes before that. And I thought both of those, like Declan Rice's shot and Kai Havertz, both of them were going in. But then Zubamendi with a banger. And then what a way to end the half. They were just broken right after that. When you score a goal for any time between the 40th minute and the 45th minute, kind of just breaks any team that is considered to be lower than your team, right? So when you end up scoring that goal, that just opens the game up for them. And then second half started off similar to the first half, where it took us time to get into the game. And then first 5 to 7 minutes in the second half, after, let's just say, till we made the subs, it was just flowing the way it was before. We didn't create any massive chances. But in terms of singling out players, so like if I had to pick players, the three disappointing players pretty much got subbed, right, this during the game. So Jesus was absolutely, I don't know what to say. uh, Jesus is everywhere, but at his position he gets into everyone's way. So Havertz, if you're playing Havertz as 10, you can't play Jesus as a striker, because they kind of like operating in the same area, right? And then it just gets congested. So I wouldn't start Jesus. Jesus is just for coming on, like, or Champions League games where the tie is, now it's knockout tie, so you don't know if the tie is done. But say if the tie is done and you want to bring someone on, you can bring Jesus on. But like, we can't be depending on Jesus in important games, right? So I wouldn't start Jesus. Odegaard wasn't there, so the passes were flowing quicker than when he's playing. Calafury did his best Zinchenko impression, and his first season performances where he just loved losing the ball. He just kept losing the ball. It didn't look. Nkapie was way better when it came. The only thing with Nkapie is if his passing improves a little. I know he's a centre back. We play him at left back, so you can't expect everything. But he's a really good defender. Calafury started really like well the season. I don't know, after the injury, his like couple performances dropped off, but he'll be back. Not a problem with that. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? The other thing I want to talk about is now we are going to be a game ahead of Man City next week, because we play our game that was supposed to be played on the 22nd or 21st that week. It's been rescheduled to next week. So if it's been rescheduled to next week, and I don't know if Man City's game's rescheduled because it doesn't show up on the Premier League schedule. So if we're going to be one game ahead and possibly 3 points ahead. So anyways, having points on the board over games in hand is always better, because like, it's done. You don't have to deal with it. Couple years ago, when we had games in hand, we saw what happened. But like Arsenal with pressure, we all know what happens, and what happens basically. So let's make sure that doesn't happen this year. I'm still confident about the league. That win Man City got yesterday doesn't change anything. That was more of Liverpool loss than Man City's win, if that makes sense. Their fixtures are way more favorable than us, but this is our year, man, this year. So, guys, I'll be coming out with a video again with the next game. Sorry, I couldn't release it on the weekend, so I just ended up recording at work. So just make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and share it with your friends for some raw Arsenal reactions, and I'll keep doing them after every match game. See you in the next one.